Jacob deGrom. Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Striding into the box, Gene Segura. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And he'll get in there safely.
Well, if you're superstitious and believe in omens, this is really a bad sign. First hitter of the game, first chance to set the tone, and he sails the throw. We'll see if that was a fluke or the beginning of a trend.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Ready with the 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And it's fouled away. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Zach Wheeler is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. Dan, any thoughts?
Zach Wheeler's a quality pitcher. 3-pitch mix guy. Fastball 93 to 96. Good hard slider and a straight changeup. If he brings all 3 of them with him to the ballpark, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Wheeler has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. Sent on the ground out to second. Kingery's there, and there's one away.
Batting second, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So the base is empty here with one away, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Hit sharply on the ground, right to him. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting third,
standing in, Pete Alonso, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
Look at the radar gun on that. That's just pure filth.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout. Score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still no score. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. In previous duels with deGrom, he's 3 for 15. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Now another 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he fouls this one off. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Davey Grion. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. His career line against Wheeler. Pretty average results. 4 for 15. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. Still 2-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Williams comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Williams looks up into the Big Apple seats and gone.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis. McCutchen going back. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Pulled toward right center field. Williams is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit on the ground to third. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And in steps Scott Kingery. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count. The 1-2. And he popped him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So striding in, Jacob deGrom as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Williams is right there, 1 down.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Jeff McNeil. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and missed, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Nimmo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result.
And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So 2 on with 2 away, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Slow little roller to third. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now here it comes. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Here's Bryce Harper now.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Fouled away. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
At the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. And it's fouled away. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Williams is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.D. Davis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
So now to the plate, Robinson Cano. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Gone. Back-to-back homers. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
At the plate, Jacob deGrom. And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. So here's Jeff McNeil. It was a walk in his last trip. Wheeler pauses. 1-1 on its way. Hit in the air to center field. After it is Williams. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs come. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
In now, Nick Williams. Fouled off. Line drive to left. Davis is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
For Philadelphia, the catcher, Davy Grullon.
Now at the plate, Davy Grullon. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Lifted down the line in left. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch is fouled away.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to break.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. High in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Williams. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, first baseman.
So here's Pete Alonso. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next to the bat.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Grion is there and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. But they're in front 4-0. JT Realmuto will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. Popped him up. Ramos is there. Looks it into his glove and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 2.
Gene Segura standing in.
Segura.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Count remains full. Once again a 3-2. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
To the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. This is on the ground over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
When you take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. McCutchen is off at first with 2 away. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game. And Christopher Sanchez is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. So coming to the plate, Michael Conforto. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. This is line to left, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
J.D. Davis will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Here now the 2-2. And he pops it up back behind second base. Segura is calling for it. One down. So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Pops this one up. Gregorius is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He singled his last time up. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Jacob deGrom. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knot.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're one pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up.
And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And oh, that gets him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder. Still going back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Dave.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Fouled away. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so it may be too little too late. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batter.
Ready for another chance? Wilson Ramos. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. The relay. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. 3-2 now. Here it comes. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here.
Number 46, Adam Morgan. Now playing center.
At the plate, Robinson Cano.
Number 40.
1-2 as he chases the slider. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2, here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2. So next to the plate for the Phils, Scott Kingery. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Into the box now, Adam Hazley reined in. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to 3rd. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Has a look. Now the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Alonso is over now, and he's got it for out number 2. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, runner in scoring position with Sugan. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Kingery at 3rd with 2 away. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. This one's down to 3rd. Scooped up. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Bottom of the inning now. Ball and 2 strikes. Morgan is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Out to short for Segura. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Oh, he's in there.
Eduardo Nunez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the net. Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hazley is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Brandon.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double.
He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And the slider bounces, and that'll get on by. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Lays off the slider that time, 2-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And it's fouled away. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So stepping in, Wilson Ramos. Rosario at third, McNeil on second, Alonso at first, 2 out in the inning. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Hazley is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands. Brad Brock comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 17.
So now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So digging in now, Didi Gregorius. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 8-1 is the final score this afternoon. New York sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Jacob deGrom takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. So that just about